Hello students, welcome to the lecture on career planning and succession planning, and after this lecture we will be able to learn the following objectives. Define the concept of career, understand the career planning, discuss the need for career planning, explain the succession planning, describe replacement charts. Now let's start with what planning is. Planning a career is the basic of a successful professional. Although in today's day and age, there are several people who prefer to just go with the flow and avoid planning because things may not go as planned. However, when it comes to something as important as a career, planning it well with timely objective would make us better prepared for our professional career objects or graphs. Once we pass our fun-filled high school phase and reach our college phase, the preparation and planning should ideally start. If one does not focus on career plans, then chances are that they take longer to achieve what they set out to. This is because without a plan or career blueprint to build on, people do not have a guide to lead them in their careers. The entire process starts with the right choice of career. Everyone needs to pay special attention to this factor. Choosing the right career is the first step towards professional satisfaction, and before picking one, what one must understand is that not everything is meant for everyone. Career planning includes the task of laying down objectives and timelines within which to achieve them, planning one's post-graduation or specialization studies, planning job changes to get the maximum benefit out of it, industry pay hikes and salary growth, planning shifts to grow professionally and develop expertise in a certain area, etc. Every one of these aspects is important to a person's career and future because this core aspect will influence other areas of a person's life too. A successful career will lead to, most time, a stable home, come personal life too. This is due to the fact that it gives a person perspective and a stable ground where they feel in control. In life, there are several advantages and disadvantages to most things. However, it comes to career planning, the number of advantages outnumber the disadvantages to a great extent.
Rahul, like any other student, is standing at a crossroads. His parents, friends and teachers all want him to take up different things. He finally leaves the decision to luck. Few months have passed and Rahul is again under pressure of choosing. Parents, friends and relatives are all influencing him to take different directions, and Google is of no help either. A lost Rahul makes a random decision yet again. In college, classes don't interest Rahul. He chooses the wrong electives and projects due to lack of clarity, focus and interest. Finally, he gets a mediocre job where he is not utilizing his full potential.
Students, what do you understand by the term career? Career is a sequence of position held by a person during the course of a lifetime. It comprises of a series of work-related activities that provide continuity, order and meaning in a person's life. This is an objective view of a person's career. There is also a subjective element in the concept of career. A career consists of the changes in values, attitudes and a motivation that occurs as a person grows older. In both the perception, the primary focus is on the individual. The underlying assumption is that a person can shape his destiny through a series of well-planned and well-timed position moves. However, it must be stated here as a word of caution, mere planning does not ensure career success. A person's career is shaped by many complex factors, example performance, education, experience, influential parents, caste links and a certain amount of luck. As David stated, when people rely largely on luck, however, they seldom are prepared for the career opportunities that arise. Successful people identify the career goals, plan and then take action. For them, luck occurs when opportunity meets are proportional. Some of the important features of the term career may be stated thus. A career develops over time. It covers objective conditions such as job, duties, responsibilities and also includes subjective reactions such as enthusiasm, boredom. It is the individual who ultimately must judge the success of his career. He must set his own criteria for success and such criteria can be far-ranging. Example, pay adventure, working with new people in new environment, helping others, etc. The important element in one's career is experiencing psychological success, which basically is feeling a sense of personal accomplishment and fulfillment. Psychological success energizes our efforts and impels us to undertake new challenges and scale new heights that foster our growth over time. The typical career of a person today would probably include many different positions, transition and organization, more so than is in the past when employees were less mobile and organization more stable as employees. Steps in career development are: define the need to hit the bullseye. We need to talk with employees to find out what's missing. Is it lack of perceived opportunity, not enough training, too little communication, diversity issues? Exist interviewed analysis, employee surveys and focus groups can help us become clearer about employees' views on these issues. Identify target groups. Focus on the employee we most want to keep. This helps us to get buy-in from all levels of management, which is important in building enthusiasm and gaining acceptance for the initiative. Tie the initiative to human resources system and policies. Company policies and practices regarding application procedure for posted jobs, managers' ability to block internal movement, hiring from within, use of computer job or talent, banks, training, tuition, reimbursement, use of pay system that reward flexibility rather than hierarchy, and performance management all impact the career development initiative and should be synced with it. Tailor the initiative to fit the culture. Start with the pieces that the current culture will accept. If we are trying to change our culture to create more employee initiative, giving workers the tools to take charge is an important way to do it. One company, Komatsu, took an initiative to develop a web of relationship across the company. Take a long-term approach with short-term payoffs. To build momentum, develop the program in stages. Begin by conducting a needs evaluation with a manager task force, then design and pilot a program, measure the result, spread the good word, and gradually include more managers and employees. Redesign performance management system to make the process easier if necessary. Some companies require management to have career discussion with their employees at least twice a year or to jointly create career development action plans once a year. A career can be defined as a sequence of separate but related work activities that provides continuity, order and meaning in a person's life. Career planning and development is a deliberate process through which a person becomes aware of personal career-related attributes and lifelong series of stages that contribute to his or her career fulfillment. Career planning and development is not a one-shot training program. It has longer time frame and a wider focus. It is an ongoing, organized and formalized effort that recognizes people as a vital organizational resource.
Having a plan can focus your ideas and help you decide what steps you need to take to move forward with your job search and achieve your future career goals. To do this, you need to assess where you are and where you want to be, set goals and objectives, and decide what action you're going to take to achieve these. This line represents where you are now in relation to getting a job. Identify where you currently are on this line. If, for example, you are not sure what job or career you want to go into, perhaps one of your objectives may be to find out more about what you can do with your qualification in order to give you some ideas. You could take action by looking at options with your subject using the prospect's website and career development resources available to you. If you are at the making application stage, an objective might be to ensure you have a good CV. You could take action by getting feedback on your CV from the career development team. If you're at the interview stage, an objective might be to prepare for an interview, and the action you might take is to look at the range of resources available on the website, such as typical interview questions. It is important to remember that when you are setting yourself objectives, that these are achievable and realistic in the time that you have, so that you remain positive and in control, and that you are taking steps forward.
The following features of career planning have been developed. Career planning normally follows a bottom-up approach in which the process begins with the individual, works upwards, and ends with organizational intervention. It is not a one-time affair but an ongoing process by which an employee identifies the needs and also the methods to fulfill those needs on a regular basis. It aims at matching the individual career goals with the opportunities available. It is a means of achieving employee progression and organizational efficiency and not an end in itself. It is the collective responsibility of both the individual employee and the organization. Did you know Rowe's personality development theory for career development was introduced in 1956? Career planning aims at matching individual potential for promotion and individual aspiration with organizational needs and opportunities. Career planning is making sure that the organization has the right people with the right skills at the right time. It opens avenues for growth to higher levels of responsibilities for each and every employee of the organization through hierarchy of position and training and development activities to equip the individuals with the requisites for succession. Principal objectives of career planning are to secure the right person at the right time for the right job, to provide adequate career avenues to employees to higher levels of responsibilities, to strengthen the retention program of the organization, and to maintain a contented team of employees. Career planning is a process to assess the employees to achieve a better match between the career goals and the opportunities available in the organization. The career planning process generally involves the following steps. Identifying individual needs and aspiration. It is necessary to identify and communicate the career goals, aspiration and career anchors of every employee because most individuals may not have a clear idea about these. Therefore, an analysis of the employee career anchors, aspiration and goals must be done through objectives assessment. This assessment is based on personal inventory. Personal inventory will reveal the age, qualification, experience and aptitude of present employees. Analyzing career opportunities. Once career aspiration and goals of employees are known, there is a need to analyze these various career opportunities available to offer under prevailing career paths in the organization. Career paths can be determined for each position. It is also necessary to analyze these career demands in terms of knowledge, skills, experience, aptitude, etc. Identifying congruence and incongruence. At this stage, a mechanism for identifying congruence between employee, career, aspiration and organizational career system is developed. This helps to identify specific areas where mismatch or incongruence prevails. Action plans and periodic review. Alternative strategies and action plans for dealing with mismatch are formulated and implemented. Career planning is a goal that you wish to accomplish in a specific occupation or field with a strategic plan to get you there. A career goal helps you make decisions and focus on the kind of work you want to do. It motivates you, directs you, and helps you achieve what you want. A career goal could be a specific job such as a teacher or a clerk. It should also be a particular field you wish to work in such as education or transportation. Once you have chosen a career, it would be wise to think critically about the steps you need to take to achieve your goal. Thought the future in unpredictable, you should still have career goals and plan to steps to your goal. Career planning, estimating, calculating and predicting all the steps necessary to accomplishing your goals. Many people are discontented in their careers and jobs. Career planning will help make the most of your potential and give you satisfaction in your work. A career goal can help you unearth your skills, abilities and talents that you would not have thought of. With any career you choose, there are many possibilities. Can any one of you tell me what the problems are in career planning and development? Various problems in career planning are mobility. Employees who prefer faster career advancement do not stay in one position and not even in a single organization. They move from position to position and from organization to organization, most of the time upward but sometimes laterally. When these lateral moves are made, they may be internal or external. When the individual is loyal to the organization, lateral moves are internal. Individual may shift from one department to another. Career and family. Men and women who pursue their own careers have specific problems. Professional men, when they become so engrossed with work, tend to reduce their attention at home. They expect their wives to take care of all the family matters into their hands and not to disturb them. Professional men tend to focus more on their career than on non-work issues such as family, socialization, and leisure activities. Since professional men spend most of their time and energy in the work, they like to relax at home and not face problems at home. Dual career family. These days, both partners in the families have professional careers. Husband-wife pairs often experience conflicts between their work and family responsibilities. The family members develop commitment to both careers. They build flexibility in home and on the job. Each person must be willing to adjust his or her plans as required. The word career planning sounds rather serious. Nevertheless, it is a necessity for the modern day students that are on the threshold of their lives. Career choice in their lives is more or less irrevocable. Given the complex socio-economic scenario prevailing in the world today, it is of utmost importance that a student chooses his career according to his aptitudes, interests, personality, and preferences. He should know what he is good at and pursue that option. Opting for a career in which one is not suitable results in frustration, lack of required performance at work, and consequently living an unsatisfactory life. It is a process that should start in senior school, as pursuing one's ultimate career goals depends a lot on the stream of study one chooses in higher secondary school or the course of study one chooses after higher secondary. The system of education in school should facilitate the process of career planning, as perhaps no one will deny that the purpose of education today is about securing a successful and satisfying career. The career planning is an important part of human resource planning, which in turn is integrated with the corporate planning. Human resource planning cannot be effective without proper and adequate career planning. Similarly, human resource planning provides valuable information to facilitate career planning. The important points of difference between career planning and human resource planning are: inventory of skills. Human resource planning provides an inventory of skills and potential available within an organization, but career planning determines who could be groomed for higher level assignments, where, when, and how. Information about HR. Human resource planning provides information about the human resources available within the organization for expansion, growth, and technological innovation. But career planning only tells as to who could succeed in case of retirement, death, resignation, etc. of existing personnel. HR planning useful to career planning. Human resource planning facilitates career planning by providing the following information: an inventory of human resource, its needs, number, types, skill, etc. Changes in functions and activities 2, 5 or 10 years hence, if not for a longer period. A psychometrician measures and analyzes personality characteristic, intelligence, aptitude, and opinions. He also studies the variability of testing procedures, analyzes results, and develops new and improved testing techniques and approaches. Psychometricians are sometimes psychologists as well, but are also often employed in the fields of educational development or human resources. The earliest psychometric tests focused on measuring human intelligence and were commonly known as IQ tests. Since then, psychometricians have expanded the testing area to gauge academic achievement levels, personality traits, and opinions. As technology advances, many of the tests are administered and evaluated online. Psychometricians may use established tests in their evaluation or develop customized evaluation for companies seeking to assess specific characteristics or discover particular character types. Moving on to the next topic. Succession planning is a process whereby an organization ensures that employees are recruited and developed to fill each key role within the company. Through our succession planning process, we recruit superior employees, develop their knowledge, skills, and abilities, and prepare them for advancement or promotion into ever more challenging roles. Actively pursuing succession planning ensures that employees are constantly developed to fill each needed role. As our organization expands, loses key employees, provides promotional opportunities, and increases sales, our succession planning guarantees that we have employees on hand ready and waiting to fill new roles. To develop the employees, we need a 4-hour succession plan. We use such practices as lateral moves, assignments to special projects, team leadership roles, and both internal and external training and development opportunities. Through our succession planning process, we also retain superior employees because they appreciate the time, attention, and development that we are investing in them. Employees are motivated and engaged when they can see a career path for their continued growth and development. To effectively do succession planning in our organization, we must identify the organization's long-term goal. We must hire superior staff. To any of the professional, career planning is most important factor in his or her life. Be it a self-employed or salaried professional, but career planning is equally important in all forms. Career planning has to be perceived on long-term basis. One cannot judge or plan based on the current scenarios, but it obviously helps in planning on long-term basis. And one should work religiously on those short-term plans to ultimately achieve the bigger result. Now, it should always bear in mind it's not only the employees who needs to think upon the career and succession planning, but employers also need to seriously think and frame strategies over these topics. Otherwise, it would result into huge number of resignation and does increase attrition rate in the organization. What is the purpose? It helps us to create, design, implement, and evaluate succession planning scenarios. In career planning, employers can identify possible career goals and draw up career plans for employees. The show must go on. Thus, succession planning is also used to find right people to fill unoccupied positions in the organization. What exactly is career planning? Career is nothing but a bunch or collection of jobs or positions, and it generally describes an applicable career path within the organizational structure. By defining careers, employers can define the principal personal development paths within the organization. So what is the succession planning? Proper succession planning ensures that there is a continuous availability of qualified personnel so that the organization can run smoothly without disruption. In succession planning, employers select suitable potential successor for those vacant positions. Employers can also look for person, applicants, etc. that matches the profiles of vacant jobs and positions to be filled up. The succession planning scenarios focuses on the posts in the company that need to be filled because existing posts have become vacant or new posts have been created. Replacement charts are a human resource forecasting technique that describes a firm's organization structure in terms of individuals who occupy various managerial and professional positions. For each position, the incumbent and potential replacement are identified along with information such as potential for advancement, experience or skills needed to qualify for next position, gender for aid in diversity planning, and age only for retirement planning. Replacement charts should be computerized and provide a description of how vacancies can be filled by a firm's internal labor markets. Now, in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. A career can be defined as a sequence of separate but related work activities that provides continuity, order, and meaning in a person's life. Career planning is making sure that the organization has the right people with the right skills at the right time. Succession planning is a process for identifying and developing internal people with the potential to fill key business leadership positions in the company. Succession planning increases availability of experienced and capable employees that are prepared to assume these roles as they become available. Replacement charts are a human resource forecasting technique that describes a firm's organization structure in terms of individuals who occupy various managerial and professional positions. Career planning normally follows a bottom-up approach in which the process begins with the individual, works upwards, and ends with organizational intervention.